Hey guys, it's Lisa. Welcome to Banning, Panning and Beyond. So today is going to be Mask Monday, and I am also going to be doing my empties for November and December 2020. So I'm going to pop off camera, put my mask on, and I'll be back with my empties. So the mask I'm going to use today is Alia Skin. It's one that I've had open for a while, just a pink clay mask, and yeah, I tend to avoid using these too often because of the fact that they bring the impurities out of your skin into the surface, and I'm already struggling. I've got a few breakouts on my face, and yeah, and because I can't leave them alone, I think I would rather them stay under the surface than to all be brought out at once, and then I'll be touching them and making a mess of my face. But I've decided I'm just going to try really hard to leave my face alone, so I'm going to risk it. I've had to actually take my nails off because of work, and they're all breaking off. They're all very weak, but it means that I can now pick at my face again. So far so good. I've pretty much left it alone. I'm still going to avoid my nose area because it's all this new skin still coming through from when I used the treatment for the precancerous spots on my nose. And I'm also going to be using my eye patches again today. So yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so mask on, and let's get into the empties. So roughly 10 minutes I've got to leave this mask on. So I have used up some cleansing wipes. I only ever use them just to remove swatches and stuff from the back of my hands. Don't use cleansing wipes on my face anymore. I always repurchase this particular one. It's like about $2 from the local supermarket. This was the foot mask that I had on last week. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. It was nice enough, but for $8 Australian, they're quite expensive, and in all honesty, I prefer just to use my foot spa. So I think moving forward, I'm just going to do that. I probably won't repurchase. Of course, if I ever got gifted one or got one for free, I would use it. A couple of the other masks you've seen featured from previous weeks. These were also just from the local supermarket, and not too bad. I probably would repurchase both of those when I get to a point where I have run out. What have we got here? So this is the Cosrx Galactomyces alcohol-free toner. Unfortunately, after I finished this up, I am using this one here because I've got all my skincare in here with me after I finish my mask, because normally they're in my bathroom, which is my ensuite, and my husband is sleeping at the moment, so I made sure I grabbed all of these before he went to bed. But at the moment I'm using this Good Molecules one, the niacinamide brightening toner, and I quite enjoy that one. It is an affordable option, as is this, and generally I sort of switch between the two. Unfortunately, when I looked to try and source this one recently, just I like to keep my eye out so I can try and pick them up on special. I couldn't get this anymore from the usual site that I normally get it from, so I may just stick with the Good Molecules one. I'm not sure. I'll have to make a decision when the time comes, but I do enjoy both of those. So I was really happy. There's two of these. Finally used up the Lash Accelerator serums, and they are, I believe they're by Rimmel. So I had one for my brows, one for my lashes, and they did absolutely nothing for growth. So, but I wanted to just finish them up, kind of, I guess, more as a reminder, never ever to purchase these again. I know there are lash serums out there that work. My daughter uses one, but it's quite expensive, and it's something that you have to use ongoing if you want to continue with results, and it's just not something that I'm willing to commit to. I'd rather just use a mascara. And we all know, if anyone has seen my mascara inventory, which I'll link up in the cards, I've got so many to get through that I may as well just rely on those to give me some nice looking lashes than be spending money on expensive serums at this point. This was a shampoo. I only got a couple of uses out of it. It was given to me by my sister because she was moving it out of her collection. I thought I'd give it a try. KMS California is supposed to be a pretty good brand, but I found that it didn't really do much. It's a moist repair one, so I thought it would be good because my hair tends to be quite frizzy, but yeah, didn't really like that one. I didn't find my hair responded real well to that, so I just finished it up and got rid of it. We have another mask here that I've used, the Hydra Bombs. You remember this is from November and December, so there's a few masks in here. Yeah, I quite liked that one too, so I'm not too fussy when it comes to sheet masks, but yeah, I haven't found one that I'm super duper in love with, so I'd kind of just go with what my skin needs at the time and try and pick things up when they're on sale. We have a moisturizer in here. It's from Sephora, so if I can get these on without wrecking my mask. So it's the All Day Hydrator cream, and I quite liked that one. I haven't checked to see what the pricing is like for the full size product, whether or not I would ever repurchase, I'm not too sure. There was a Christoph Robin hydrating shampoo with aloe vera sample. Unfortunately, with all these small samples, I just don't find there's enough in them to really make a good decision on whether or not they're a product that works for you. So I'm not even sort of putting them in my spreadsheet anymore. I'm just, like, when they come into my collection, I try and use them up as quick as possible and move them out. So there was a Yes I Am toner that I got with one of my recent purchases. So again, in and out. We've got the Clarins multi-active Jour. I'm not even sure. What was this? Was this a moisturizer? I can't remember. Target's Fine Lines. Must be a moisturizer from memory. Yeah, it didn't do enough for me to even recall what it was. So what else do we have? A Rich Moist Soothing Cream. More small samples that really have not much to say. Another facial toner that I used up. Clinique. Some revolumizing for the skin. Again, nothing to say. Okay, so I have this Becca liquid highlighter. It was a sample that got sent over to me by Andrea when she did one of my parcels, and I was mixing this in with my foundation to give me a glowy look, and I'm quite enjoying those, to be honest, but I probably wouldn't actually go out of my way to purchase it. So we have a soap, the Pretties for Your Face sample, Daring soap. That was quite nice, had a really nice scent to that. So I'm glad I got all my fancy soaps are now out of my collection. So I'm just sticking to normal bars of soap that you would buy at the supermarket. So I'm just digging these all out, making sure that I've got everything. Alright, so what do we have here? It's the Peter Thomas Roth Hungarian Thermal Water Moisturizer. Now, I remember about this, I've had it before, and yeah, I think it has a bit of a funny smell. It's not something that I would repurchase. We have the Chantikai Stress Repair Concentrates, the eye cream. Super duper expensive. You'd be expecting to get an eye lift with this stuff, and to me it does not perform any better than any other eye cream that I've ever used, so I really don't think the price is warranted for it. Definitely not something that I will ever purchase. I have a L'Oreal voluminous lash primer, and yes, I love this stuff. So I already have a replacement for it that I'm currently using, although I can't get this particular one in Australia. So this is the Australian market version that I am using. This one I think I got off eBay. So yeah, definitely that's a permanent in my collection. We have the Hourglass mascara as a sample. I'll put it up on the screen. I just recently went through all my mascaras where I had duplicates, and I decluttered, I think maybe 8 or 9. I'll put the picture up on screen. I ended up passing them along to my sister and my niece because my daughter didn't want them. And I know that yeah, my sister loves trying out different mascaras, so I think half went to my niece and half went to my sister. But yeah, so I didn't mind this particular mascara, though. I just find with these samples, because you've just got no length at all to the wand from the lid, and it makes it quite awkward to use. I don't think that I would ever actually repurchase this mascara though, because there are definitely ones that I like more. I have a couple of perfume. It's samples here, like the little tubes. So we've got the Santal 33 and I think Bay 19. Not sure. I wasn't impressed with either of those scents, so would not be repurchasing. So I'm really happy that I got those samples because they are very expensive to buy, and I would be kicking myself. I know that Hannah Louise Poston used to rave about the Santal 33, and it absolutely does, the scent does nothing for me whatsoever. So okay, the Drunk Elephant Dehydra Intensive Hydration Serum. This is another one of the Drunk Elephant products that I quite liked. I used this instead of the essence that I normally use from CosRx. I substituted that in to my routine just until I got it out. But I'm going to stick with my CosRx essence, much more affordable, and I find my skin responds really, really well to the CosRx essence. This was nice to use, but I don't think I could justify the price of that to repurchase. This is something, however, that I think I would really like to repurchase. I'm now going on 11 minutes and my mask is starting to, it's still a bit tacky actually. So I'm just got some in my hair. That's going to be fun. Anyway, so the Kate Somerville Exfoliate, I really like this. It is super fine, and I found that even though I haven't tried a lot of exfoliators from other brands, the few that I have tried have been quite rough on my skin. It feels like I'm tearing my skin up, whereas this is super fine, and yeah, and I really like using it. But yeah, whether I would fork out the money, because it's not something I use very often. I much prefer to use acids on my skin than a scrub style exfoliator. So I don't know, if I got another free sample, I would definitely use it. Yeah, it just comes down to whether it's worth spending the kind of money that it's worth for the amount of times that I would use it. So now this one, it's the Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment. I did like this, and my skin responded really well to it when I first started using it. However, I have read up sort of substitutes or dupes for this, and apparently the Ordinary's lactic acid is just as good. I'm still having a lot of trouble with my skin. It's been well over 12 months and I'm getting constant breakouts all the time. So whether I go up to the glycolic acid, which is a lot stronger, and this is something you can use daily on your skin, whereas glycolic acid is generally only meant to be used a couple of times a week. I'm not too sure because I do have a full size of the Good Genes that I need to use up first before I get to that point of making that decision. So I think for the price, I will probably just stick with the Ordinary. We'll definitely give that a go anyway to see how I like that before I make a final decision. For eye cream, I have a Banana Bright eye cream from, I think it's Ole Henriksen. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, it's just a little sample pot, so like the vitamin C range. I don't think that it particularly does anything great. I just, yeah, I'm not super blown away by eye creams in general, although it's something I need to use. And I notice the difference if I don't use one, but from one brand to the next, I don't think they make too much of a difference. I've mentioned in previous videos that the real game changer for me was using the hyaluronic acid under my eyes. It has plumped them up significantly. It hasn't knocked a decade off my face. I've still got lots of laughter lines, which I've had for a long time anyway, because I have very squinty eyes. You know, probably not going to be able to, no, it's not going to show up right now. But yeah, I do have a lot of lines around my eyes anyway, but that definitely hyaluronic acid makes a difference. Getting almost to the end now. So Lala Retro Whipped Cream by Drunk Elephant. I really liked this moisturizer. It was, yeah, I think Drunk Elephant was hit or miss for me. There were some products I really liked, others just didn't do it for me. This is one that I did like. I wouldn't say that I'd never repurchase, but I do think there's more affordable options that I prefer. I like the gel style moisturizers, just because I've got such oily skin. I think I prefer that on my face over a cream, but if I had to go for a cream, yeah, definitely this is a good one. So this one is a cleansing oil. It's by Josie Moran, I think that's how you pronounce it. Just a sample bottle that I got. It was really, really thick, so I found that when I put it on my face, as soon as it hit the makeup, it almost like seized up. I much prefer my simple cleansing oil. Definitely the simple one is a lot more affordable, but this had a really nice sort of almost orange scent, like an orange oil scent to it. It was really, really nice to use in that regard. But yeah, for performance wise, definitely going to stick with my simple one. There was some other things that I decluttered. So there was the mascaras and there's something else which I ended up taking a photo of, and it's sitting on my laptop, the photo, so I will insert that in as well. So they're items that have left my collection. For the life of me, I just don't remember at the moment what they were. And I had this doesn't, I mean, it's just an empty compact. It was something that I repressed, so it doesn't really count as a declutter, but it was still an empty product that needed to be discarded. So I'll insert that also in the cards if you haven't checked that out, just where I demonstrated repressing this particular shadow because it had a crack in it, and yeah, I decided to repress it, and it ended up going into, so this is the leftovers. I have got one full pan out of it because it didn't repress well into this particular compact, so I ended up getting two smaller ones at the suggestion of my son's girlfriend Destiny, and yeah, so I ended up with one and a bit of these pans, and I'm absolutely loving using that. So yeah, so that's it for my empties for this past 2 months, and happy Mask Monday to everyone out there that is joining in. Oh, this was another bit of soap that I had left over from another fancy soap that I have used up. So yeah, so if you click on the Mask Monday Ladies hashtag if you're interested and you want to go check out some of the other Mask Monday videos. Definitely click on that link. There's a whole heap of us that are participating in this collab now. It just keeps growing and growing. Originally started by just Nina, so definitely go check out Nina's channel if anyone's. I want to say thank you to all joining me, and I can finally peel these off and then go wash my face. So hopefully I don't break out too much after using this clay mask. I've still probably, even though I'm going to get going, like I've still got a couple of spots that haven't fully dried. So, but I'm not going to make you stick around for that. So yeah, I'm not too sure when I'm going to be back on, guys, after this. Definitely next week's Mask Monday, I'll be back for that. But as for other videos, I've just joined another collab, so that's going to be later in this month. But yeah, I've just been super busy with work. I've got 3 days off at the moment, today being day 1, and then I'm back for 5 days. So trying to restructure my life and make sure that I fit everything in, because I'm so used to just having as much time up my sleeve as I needed. But I am enjoying work, so that is really good. So unfortunately I cannot smile real well because my face is quite tight. But anyway, so yeah, so now yet again I was trying to do shorter videos, but another 20 minutes has gone by, so I'm just going to get going, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon. Bye.